I didn't like her, guys. She was so annoying.
She had prejudice from the beginning. But I don't feel like you do anything that would be embarrassing to me. It's not like, but outside I said, wow, my shame. She's kind of mean though, but we don't argue. Oh, you're gassing me.
Shut, girl, please. Time really does change perspective.
Sometimes your expectations don't necessarily match your reality.
Ooh. When we spoke,
I think her frontal lobe developed that day.
Shut up.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to be answering some well-deserved questions. So if you want to see what those questions are, please keep on watching. Hi guys, sorry to disturb your regularly scheduled video, but this week's video is sponsored by ULAHAIR. Now, ULAHAIR did go ahead and send us their super easy curly V-part wig, which blends perfectly with your natural hair. So we are going to get into the unboxing and the installation. Know ULAHAIR is one of our favorites, and we appreciate the quality hair that they always send to us, which is why we will always endorse a ULAHAIR brand wig. Now in the package they sent us a cute pink bow. Y'all already know bows are so trendy this season. A ULAHAIR branded melt band. We have a ULAHAIR branded tail comb, a set of wig caps. Y'all know we could never have too many wig caps. Virgin hair care card, dear VIP customer, just like a basic welcome card with also some QR codes if you want to join their Facebook group, etc, etc. Oh, this is a satin cap. I love this one. This one actually has the elastic around the front, so you don't have to wear the melt band and the satin cap. The satin cap already has a melt band attached to it. Love it. All right, now to get into the main feature of this video is going to be ULAHAIR's 2.0 V-part wig. It is Burmese curly in 20 inches. Now V-part wigs are normally for my girls on the go, and for girls who do not want to like braid their hair down, or they don't want the mess of using wig glue, etc, etc. It's just a more versatile way of wearing your hair, especially if you're trying to grow your edges back, or overall you just want like a cute little protective style. Now you can get this wig on ULA's website for $15 off if you use my code TAN15. I know my girls love a good discount, so do I. So of course, like I said, it is their V-part wig, so they do have clips lining along both edges. They have clips towards the back too, to just ensure that the wig is secured on your head. They have the elastic perimeter so it doesn't slip, and then of course you have the ULAHAIR tag just to show you that your wig is authentic. Now let's get into the installation. So this is what the V-part wig looks like after I went in. I parted out my part as y'all saw on camera and just clipped the clips along the front. Then I just pressed the top out and tried to do a little bit of baby hairs. Now I'm not necessarily a fan of V-part wigs because they do highlight the sides of my forehead, as y'all can see, and I don't necessarily like that, but I do love the quality of this wig from ULAHAIR. The curls is undeniable. Like the beauty of them is undeniable, guys. If you are a V-part wig girly, you know you have a small uku bit forehead, not like mine here, so you could definitely go ahead and check out this wig from ULAHAIR. Remember, the code is TAN15 for $15 off, and all the information for this wig and to find ULAHAIR is going to be in my description box below. It is 20 inches curly in Burmese curl, as I told you guys before, but it is beautiful. I love it, minus the forehead. Love it. Love it, guys. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please return to your regularly scheduled video.
Boss, 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 boss. Anything Tanaania touch that I feel. Boss, boss, that I feel.
Hi Hi guys, so as I was saying, we are going to be doing a sisters Q&A. Now if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, at Tanaania, I asked you guys to submit questions you would like Malaika to answer. So she's here with us today. Yay! Finally. And you can go ahead and follow her on all socials at Malaika XO. Also, the girlies have been looking for you on TikTok. Let them know that you just created a page.
I did.
So she's there. Y'all could go grab it. Y'all could go follow it, because a lot of y'all were saying, why does she not have a TikTok page? I guess in the questions, y'all will get to know her a little bit better, because not because I'm out there means that she needs to be out there.
Hi guys, my name is Malaika. I'm 21 years old and I recently graduated from the illustrious Howard University. I graduated with a 3.95 GPA. I was an NIH researcher. I'm a 2 times published author, so the research that I did got published. I was a resident assistant for 2 years and I was on the dean's list for all 3 years at Howard. Oh, and I graduated a year early.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So she did 4 years in 3. Cute. Let's go. But anyways, the questions were randomly selected, so let's start with the first one that I'm grabbing here. Okay, what's one mistake you have made that you want Malaika to learn from as the eldest sister?
Oh my god.
Wow!
Starting strong.
This is a little bit difficult because I don't think of things as mistakes. I think of them
Learning
as
experiences.
And as like just a little added plot. But one thing I would want you to learn, which is not a mistake, but nothing happens by chance. It's all happening because it's supposed to happen. I think a lot of times we get lost in the occurrence of something and we think, oh, this was a plan and it's not working out the way it's supposed to, and then we think something went wrong. It's actually going right. And that's kind of something that I want you to learn and just everybody to understand, because I know that we have a vision of how things should be and we have an idea of what things should look like, and a lot of times when it doesn't work out that way, we think, damn, we're failing, we're not doing what we should do, or it's not working out. It is actually working out. The idea of it is to keep pressing forward, and then when you get through what's going on and you're able to step back, then you'll be able to see the bigger picture and you'll say, oh shit, this built up the courage for me to do that, or this gave me stamina that I needed to do this, or this was a lesson I needed to learn to then come to this other crossroad and say, oh, this happened before and this is how I should have dealt with it. So nothing is a mistake. It's all a part of the plan. Even if you can't see it right now, just give it some time. Even if it's 10 years, believe me, time really does change perspectives.
That was good.
Oh, please.
I think you guys are gonna see how like differently we think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How was Tanaania as a big sister growing up? Were you two always close? That girl, I never hear the story.
Apparently not. Absent. That's the best word to describe it. She was barely there. I mean, to be fair, I think when I was 7, you were in university. Yeah, like.
Well, I'm 33 and you're 21, so I'm
You'd have been 19.
12 years older than you.
You'd have been 19.
So you were in year 7, I would have been 19.
So she was at university and she dormed, so there was no reason for her to be at home really. So, what was on part? Have we always been close? So no, we probably started talking like 2 years ago, won't lie to you. Yeah.
So why I was saying you probably don't know the story is because, as she explained, we were never close. I believe I've shared this before. I was an only child, as you guys would have realized, for 12 years. Then one day I just laid on my mother's belly and she said she was pregnant. No, I didn't take it well because
clearly,
what the hell do you mean that you're pregnant? It wasn't something we spoke about, and I don't think it was the right way to tell a 12-year-old. I'm not sure the right way. I don't have kids. You guys can let me know if there is like a right way to give your kids that type of information. But I felt sabotaged. I was like, what the hell do you mean?
Sabotage is such a crazy.
Because I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be an older sibling. I always wanted older siblings.
Yeah, but that's not how that works.
Yeah, but I didn't know that because you know when them said the younger people go first, like like when you line up crayons and
Okay.
you have the smaller ones first.
Okay.
So I always
The
thought,
bigger one was coming after.
yes, yes, yes. So in my mind, I was like, okay, eventually I'm gonna get an older sibling. No, I ended up being the older sibling. So for a lot of years, I struggled with that because again, it's not something I necessarily had in mind. 12 years ago by, you know, think it's gonna happen again and again. I'm thinking I'm going to be the younger one and there's going to be an older one. So like me, I figure out my life. Them time of my life I tumbled on me and try to figure out me.
Old what?
Me I moved from Rallington town. Me I go no, as in the middle of it.
Your life tumbling down at 12 years.
No, and I said in the middle of it. This is when I'm older now. I took care of you when you were a baby. It's when you could talk that I hated you.
Whoa, I
didn't like her,
I
guys.
didn't do anything to her.
I didn't like her, guys. She was so annoying.
She had prejudice from the beginning.
She was so.
You know what I mean? I wasn't even at the starting line at that
She
point.
was so annoying, guys.
She hit me from the inner the
But
like I didn't have a fighting chance. I didn't have a fighting chance for you.
But imagine a 19-year-old. I have a 7-year-old sister. I don't know. It just never came naturally to me. I'm 100% honest. It didn't come naturally. It wasn't one of those things where, oh my God, yes, I have a younger sister, and it never happened till later on in life. I was like, we really have no issues, and like, why do I have a younger sister and we don't talk? You get me? It was like a revelation. I was just like, I actually like her. When we spoke,
I think her frontal lobe developed that day.
shut up.
Okay.
When we spoke about the situation, and then like I feel like we recognized that we were in two different areas. Yes, she was younger, but I always think Malika has a grown-up type of way of thinking.
Yes.
So yes, she was 7 and I was 19 or whatever, but she has always been grown. So she knew what was going on. She understood it. So when we spoke and we talked about past experiences, I was like, I just couldn't. I was just working on my own life. It just never occurred to me. Like I've been living alone for so long, living by myself without siblings for so long. It took some time to adjust, and then even if I tried to adjust, I was never at home. I was going through relationship issues. I was trying to build a business. I was trying to figure out myself. It just never gave. Build with your sister, and again, like she said, I wasn't home. So it wasn't till, like she said, maybe 2 years ago, or I think we're 3 years in a relationship.
Maybe.
Maybe 3 years ago when we had like a heart-to-heart, and it just kind of fixed itself, and we decided to give it energy because I realized that you have to give this energy. Some days we don't have the energy though, but
guys, I think when you're having children, you should think about the age gap for real. I do think it plays a factor. That's something to consider.
yeah, and I feel like the conversation, even if you're going to add another child, if you have a child who is old enough to understand, I think maybe you should have a conversation with them. My mother never do it right, but that's just how my mother say it. And from that one day when she said that, that was it. It's not like we spoke about it again. It's not like she said, how do you feel? And then, you know, she talked me through my feelings, or my dad sat down and they said, okay, well, we're gonna grow. No, it was just that, and then we just sit belly grow, and we just have a sister, and then that's it. And me I just have to take care of the baby, and we just don't know what's going on. We just kind of just get thrown into the equation. What's your favorite thing to do with each other?
I don't think we have a favorite thing as yet.
I don't think we've developed that as yet.
We're not there yet.
We're still fresh,
We're
guys.
not there yet.
We're still fresh. The relationship is still fresh. I do enjoy making videos with her, though. I will say
okay.
she's a natural at like TikToks and stuff like that. So I really like watching her, like in that element, and just the way how it flows. And she kind of just.
Oh, you're gassing me.
Girl, please. I don't need nothing from you to gas you. But it's just like she have a natural ability. She have that natural aura. Like she gets it right the first time. Me, I'm 6, 8, 10, 12, 15.
Because I'm a try
20.
hard. That's why. That's
Okay, well, you're a try hard and I am a try middle.
Go with the flow.
So I'm gonna go with the flow, but
No.
she's natural at it. So I personally enjoy making videos with her. That's my favorite thing to do with her. But we really should explore other things.
Like what though? When I thought about the question, I was like, I like talking to her because it's like, obviously I have an older sister and everybody always tell me how cool she is, and it's like, oh wow, like you're blessed to have an older sister, and for someone that's like so wise, she has a lot to share. But for me, conversations are so awkward. Oh my god. It's so awkward.
With me or overall?
Overall.
Oh.
Like, I just interactions.
Yeah.
Not my strongest
I
suit.
press conversations
Not my strong-
though, but if I press it, you talk. It's just that I have to press it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can still like shake, and I'm just like, okay, stop now. No more. 'Cause I want her to talk, but she's just like, yeah.
Yep.
No.
Because
Okay.
it's awkward to me.
She's
It's
done.
awkward to me.
Not me. I'm gonna give you.
But
the
apparently
full
it's
thing.
only awkward if you make it awkward.
It is. Work on that. That's cute. Work on that. I love that. What is it like having a sister who's involved in the media and has a huge following? Please don't roast me.
I wouldn't roast you. I think people think it's crazier than it actually is. Well, for me, my shame tree has a lot of leaves, but I don't feel like you do anything that would be embarrassing to me. It's not like, but all the time I say, well, my shame. You get what I mean? Like, I can see your page, I can see the things that you're doing, and it's something that I can be proud of as well. So if somebody's like, oh, you have a sister, I'd be like, oh, yeah, this is my sister, and she does X, Y, and Z. It's not as, like, crazy as you think. I mean, when we're outside and people are like, oh, can you take a picture with me? That's like, wow. Okay, cool. So I'm just like, okay, but it's not anything wild. It's cool to like imagine you're just scrolling and then your sister pops up and you're like, okay, so this is why I should have answered my message. that checks out. You get what? Like, and I feel like the things that you do on the media are so like inspirational. So it's just nothing to be embarrassed about or to have any strong feelings towards. It's a regular career to me.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I feel like also you're not in Jamaica, so maybe the.
Oh, you mean like being so consumed in it?
Yeah. Or even like being out and people saying, oh, that's this sister.
Yeah.
You're not here, so you don't really get a lot of that, which I'm actually grateful for because I think it's easy to get animosity from that. You're not that person in terms of feeling that type of way, like, oh my god, I'm not her sister, I'm Malaika. You get me?
Yeah, like stuff like that doesn't bother me. It doesn't. Yeah. Plus, as she said, I'm barely here. Like, I'm probably in Jamaica 6 weeks out of the year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
How was your first semester in college? Did you feel depressed or homesick being away from fam?
My first semester in college was really interesting. So first off, before I even left, my boyfriend was like, don't lose yourself. I got there. That was the first thing I did. I tried.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Girl,
Sorry, go ahead.
Lost, even Dora could have found me.
Oh my god.
So I went in knowing that where I was going, everybody kept telling me like people are extroverted and you have to do all these things, and I'm naturally an introvert. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and be an extrovert. I did that for probably 3 months. It was so tiring, but that's how I made most of my friends. That's how I really put myself out there. But certain things in my life just, they weren't aligning anymore. I started losing some of my friendships I had back home. I wasn't really communicating with my boyfriend anymore, but it wasn't because I was doing anything bad or anything. I was trying something different. So
you was trying something different, which is being extroverted.
Yeah.
Which made your time, the time spent is with
Yeah.
other people doing other things, not
Yeah.
being on the phone. Not,
And
okay.
yeah,
Building
so
new
it's like-
connections.
yeah.
Okay.
And the people who I were around, they don't know when to go home. I love you guys down, but at 2 a.m. I'm ready. You're asking me what's the scene? My yard. Oh my gosh. So it was a lot to adjust to. That was like first semester in terms of people. Academics were fine. I had a 4.0. It wasn't challenging to me personally. School for me kind of comes naturally, I guess. But I don't have any talent, so school is probably my thing. In terms of depression, I wouldn't say I felt depressed my first semester. I'm more like, I lost my appetite at around October because, as you guys have seen, mommy cooks. Like, mommy cooks. Maybe
I'm not the only spoiled one. She go back a friend
Yeah.
with meat in her suitcase.
Yeah,
frozen. That's just our mother. We were never pressed to cook. We didn't have to learn to cook. It's just my mother that I just fear love language, and I realized it too with Bestie's mom.
Oh.
That's a love language.
Yeah.
She's feeding us, all of us, and we're all grown, and you have to eat, and you have to put on the phone when you eat. Yeah, you have to eat everything out of the plate. Like, I just recognize that that's just some moms.
Some moms really are like
Yeah,
that.
that's their love language. It doesn't mean that you're worthless or your mother now set you up for life or whatever.
Yeah.
That is setting you up for life. There
I
should
don't
be
know.
love.
I feel like something like cooking is a life skill, obviously, but it's something that can be learned. You get what I mean? So it's not
Somewhere
like
along the
you're
road.
missing out on so much and you're underdeveloped and whatever. You can get there eventually. So it's not like you're not there. But yeah, probably 7 days out of the week, I eat and cook food. Maybe on a Saturday, mommy would have buy something. Because even on like Fridays, she stopped buying junk food. So to come to America where everything is just burger, pizza, chicken, and fries, throw me. So by October, I kind of stopped eating. But first semester was okay. Second semester is where it kind of, but.
So you didn't feel depressed
Not
or
first
homesick?
semester.
Great.
Mhm.
Not first semester. Okay. So at different semester.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Big congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you.
What has your university experience taught you? Why the sigh? Wow,
Guys,
life a drop them for ya.
what? Howard was a weapon formed against me. I think you're supposed to live your life with no regrets. Sometimes I do regret going to Howard, but as she said, nothing happens by chance. The opportunity presented itself and we took it. Wouldn't have known unless I had gone. What I learned, resilience. At Howard, they teach you never to accept no as an answer. There's always a yes somewhere around the corner. You just have to keep trying and you have to keep pressing. If it doesn't work today, come back tomorrow and the day and the day after that. Sometimes your expectations don't necessarily match your reality, but sometimes you don't even know what your expectations are. So you're like, okay, this is not meeting my expectation, but I don't even know what I want it to look like. I also learned that you have to find joy in the small things. I think that's really hard for me. I look at the bigger picture, not the pieces. So there was that as well. Put yourself out there. You should try and put yourself out there, but at the same time, don't do anything that's going against who you naturally are, because then it's gonna make everything else harder for yourself. But when I say put yourself out there, I mean learn to network, join a club, meet new people, like doing activities that you enjoy. It's not anything that's straying from who you are naturally. What else has university taught me?
That's a nice list.
It was rough. Oh my gosh.
I didn't say nothing.
It was rough. It was rough. It was rough.
I don't think university was a breeze or is a breeze for anyone, if I'm a bit
And that's the point, like that's the part that always gets people. It's just like, so was it school that's hard? No, it's a life part of school.
What life part?
Like just how I said, I have a difficulty
Navigating.
interacting with people. It's the people aspect. Like
The people aspect of
it's just the
university was
people
hard.
aspect for me, because as I said, I'm not an extrovert. So I see these people doing all these things and it's like, okay, I also want to do these things, but I'm not naturally like that. So it's gonna be a little bit harder, and it just it was a lot.
You're so much like me. It's crazy.
No, I feel like you're quite extroverted.
No, I'm.
You're an ambivert.
That's right. But it's
Me, I'm just an introvert.
No, it's based off experiences and it's people who I've met. So it's like Rowan and Rasheen and those people who forced me to be this way. Cause naturally I'm an introvert, but I know when to be extroverted. So I'm gonna say, okay, let's go, and we go. Yeah, it will come. It's time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Trust me. What intentional steps did you take to build the relationship you guys now have?
I feel like this is more of your question, because I feel like you do more work than I do.
Oh,
Low-key. Yeah, I think you put in more effort.
Oh,
but
that's so great.
for me, let me tell you what
I was
happened.
thinking I sucked though.
No, I think you do well. That means we just both suck. Cause
No, you kind of suck more when I think about it. When I'm thinking about it now, I really do put in most of the effort. But then I also,
it's your fault.
yes, I also do think I'm at fault. Girl, don't act like you was over there trying to be friends with anybody though.
Yeah, because why would I try to be friends with you if you don't want to be friends?
You
with
don't
me?
know.
I'm
You
not
didn't know
desperate
that.
for
You
friends.
didn't know that, but you didn't
No,
know
but
that.
I knew it was pretty clear. Like you was not messing with me.
Child,
It's
anyways,
okay. You're not
anyways.
messing with me.
So intentional steps. Me, I'm not a phone person naturally. Naturally, I don't like having the phone in my hand. I don't like to talk on the phone. I don't like talking at all. So what I do is sometimes when I'm scrolling, if I see something or something that reminds me of her, or I'm passing a chat, because I know that it's not naturally in my nature to talk or like communicate or ask what's going on, I'll just drop a message. I may not be there when she responds, because again, you understand, me just want to try something. Somebody just try something, so I just say, hey, and then she responds with a long thing, but I'm gone. But the point is, you are on my mind and I'm trying. That's how I put in intentional steps. So if I see something that reminds me of her, I send it to her, or if I'm passing the chat, I just drop by to say, hey, I may not, and I'm being honest, be there to respond. Sometimes I'm there, but spacey sometimes. That's just me naturally, and I have a lot of stuff going on. And I'm also very into me, and that's just, yeah.
Very, like
I'm very,
what I feel like I try is like if I'm crashing out, I'll text her to see what she has to say. 2 weeks later,
sometimes.
girl, by that time you already move on, pick up myself and
She lying. Sometimes, guys, sometimes, but that's just the truth.
No, me don't pack up myself and move on. Yeah, come bring up my past. That not nice.
Yeah, but I need to ensure that you work through it properly. Even if you have to also remember that while you're living, I'm also living, and I don't have the whole So you're living and I'm living, and you might have texted me when you're crashing out, and I'm also crashing out too. Remember, I'm the eldest. The weight very heavy. Carry like it look like it nice, and me carry it very well, but the weight is very heavy. I have a lot of things to think about within myself, and then also within my sisters and my family and family dynamic. And me I get old, and me need a I'm gonna carry and pick me and sister and my sister, I'm second, and it's a lot, babe. Trust me, it's you know. You're the middle, so I feel like you have a little bit more cushion because it's not that bad to me. That's my, that's my perspective. But intentionally, I try to let text her if the opportunity presents itself. So like for graduation, that was a must do. That wasn't a second thought. That's a yeah. Find your way any means up there for the graduation. Even before when Ron and I visited her, like when that came up, that wasn't even a trip that I was supposed to be on. That was his personal trip. But he said DC, and I was like, yes, finally I have somebody to follow me to go look for my sister, and those type of things. But I buy her stuff.
Yes,
stuff
I was gonna say,
yeah, that's why I love language. Yeah,
like,
so I buy her
stuff,
stuff.
but she'll send me money. I said that to someone, and they're like, "What?" I was just like,
yeah, but it's like my thing. So I'm just like, I love you, money. Hey, money.
It's like that.
Just
like that.
Money, babe.
Exactly.
I just feel like, because when I think about me at your age, that was my biggest problem.
Money.
Yeah. Maybe it's not yours, but I just want to ensure that if it is your problem, I can fix it. I probably can't fix nothing else. Me not there foreign. Me can't help you with Howard. Me not gonna help you with schoolwork. Me probably not gonna text you back when you text me. But money is.
We can't do that one here. I'm that one here. Whoa.
I got this.
I can do this.
I got that
I
money.
can do this one.
Yeah. You want something? I'ma buy that. You only have to tell me one time.
Like, I don't feel comfortable asking, so it's just.
I feel like that's one of the props of having like an older sibling, and I feel like it's them looking stuff that me did want from an older sibling, so I try to do that for you. Cause money, babes. What? Hey, here, fix any problem. Here you go. You want something? You want to eat something? You want to get your hair, your nails, your lash? You just want the money for look on? Here's the money. Just take the money, babes. So yeah, those are the intentionals. Guys, we're working it out. Trust me, we're like we said, we're fresh, we're new. We're still in the date. No, we're not dating. We're kind of going steady. Yeah. We're going steady.
It's crazy.
We're going steady. I feel like we're exclusive. It's us. We're thinking about buying a house together and a car.
Maybe a dog.
Maybe a dog.
It's a big step.
Yes, we're in it though. We're not leaving. It's not a breakup type of thing. I may put the ring on it soon. I'm thinking about it. That's where we are. Okay. Do you guys argue a lot? If yes, how do you handle the aftermath as the eldest? You can answer the argue a lot part because we don't
not argue. She's kind of mean though, but we don't argue.
How am I mean? I'm straight. I'm not mean.
That's not the word for mean. I promise you.
Give me an example, because I've never been mean. Not since we started dating.
But it's mean. I think I get irritated easily.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot of patience. Give me an example.
An example, the time when she asked me to copy the files from her computer to like some drive or something. She used an iMac. I have a MacBook. I don't use all the features on the MacBook, right?
So I heard this right. She does actually use them.
When I have the time to sit down and figure out all the functions, I don't know what to do, what I need to do.
I want off instance.
Guys,
I needed the
5 minutes.
I needed the files.
Copying. And it was like, it's not like I want something, she wanted me to copy like 25 different
guys, it was a video for you.
And it was a thing with like 3 different fingers, and you have to do the thing. And it was after she hung up.
She is a hard runaway with one whole
GPA.
With a whole GPA.
You know, I feel shame.
2-3 times researcher and assistant for 1
I'm doing mine.
And summa cum laude.
I'm doing
my
best.
best. Put your
And
3
she's like,
where's I'm copying.
Where's Samar? Can Samar do it? I'm like, it hasn't
Samar
even been 5 minutes. He's a computer science major.
Exactly. He's a computer science major, so he would figure it out. Call Samar. Let me get my files. I need to upload my files.
It was literally within 5 minutes. Like me, I sweat. The place feel hot, nauseous. I said, oh my God, just give me like a minute. I can do it. I promise. I can do it.
And she kept saying, exhausting. I can do it. I can do it. And I'm just like, call Zamar. Ask Zamar, can somebody else help me, please? She is pissing me off.
Guys, this is all within 5 minutes. If you're gonna look at me and tell me that she don't get irritated easily, you're lying. And I figured it out as soon as she hung up.
She just doesn't deal with pressure well, whilst I am a pressure horse.
No,
that is how I work.
Come
This
on,
girl-
girl, pressure me.
Because I need my files.
Like 3 minutes in a here say, I'm gonna know if I do this, but I can't figure it out.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And I'm just like, please, no, leave it. Give it to somebody else.
You're not doing it.
Anyways, that was one time, but we've never actually argued. The closest we've gotten to anything heated, as I said, was the couple, like 2 or 3 years ago, when we had to like hash out whatever our problem was, and there was no aftermath.
Yeah, that was it.
I just wanted to hug afterwards. I was like,
Yeah, but then I don't do touching.
yeah, but then I touched, so we just hugged, and we just kept hugging, and we just been hugging ever since. Yay!
So fun.
But I hug it right. So, did you have to do SATs to get into Howard?
No, I did not have to do the SATs. So when I was applying, it was so late in the application cycle, it just was not feasible. And I just applied with my grades from high school. But word of advice, what works for me might not work for everyone. So if you could take the SATs, I would advise you to take the SATs. I applied for college with 8 ones in C-Sec and a 2, and then at the time I had 4 ones in Cape. And then by the time I was supposed to submit all my grades, I had 8 ones in Cape. So I didn't take any tests, but when they averaged out my GPA, it was a 4.0. And I did like extracurriculars in school. But if you do take the SATs and you're just not like a test person, because some people, you know, they fumble under the pressure and stuff, a lot of schools are still test optional. So if you feel like you have a strong enough application without the SATs, you can still apply to schools like Howard without the SATs.
Okay.
Hope that helps.
I am in uni and I would love some study tips.
Study tips. Like I said, school
Comes easy for her.
it's not really the hardest thing in my life. You know, you can't.
It really comes easy.
Okay, so the thing that I would say is to know what method works best for you. For me, I can't study in noise or any type of sounds because I just never learned to multitask. If there's music playing, I know some people study with music. I can't do that. I go and sing the lyrics. Maybe you will not go and sing the lyrics, but I will sing the lyrics. So I don't do music. I'll probably do visual aids. If I see a chart, I can look at the chart and then I'll memorize everything that's on the chart just by looking at it. Maybe you're not a visual person. Also, I think what makes a big difference is knowing when your brain is most functional. I always tell people, don't ask me nothing after 10 o'clock because between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., that's just not my functioning time. But 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., anything is possible. Like, I can do anything within that time. So I think knowing which study environment works best for you
And technique.
and the technique as well. What I do is I tried a new thing and I feel like it works even faster now. So I'll read everything 3 times and then I'll repeat it to myself and then I'll write it down. And then I'll just keep doing that over and over until everything is solidified. And to me, it works. It sounds like it takes long, but it really doesn't. Or if while I'm writing everything out, I realize that, oh, I really know this, I just keep over it. Yeah. So the environment, the technique, and knowing
your
when
brain.
you're most functional.
Yeah.
Because as my daddy would say, it don't make no sense. Yeah, do it all night. You need to sleep. Like you actually do need to sleep.
And you're not going to retain nothing.
You're not
either
everything.
way.
You know, you just waste your time.
You
You
lock
could
up.
not sleep.
So I maybe that sleep and your brain would have fresh and you would have retained the
Yeah, like
information.
I'm telling you, if you're an online person, sure, but you genuinely do not need to be putting online stuff because there are periods where you just let you stare on the screen. Manax.
Well, I think this was answered. Who's more likely to get irritated or
It's
annoyed
definitely
first?
you.
Just please.
It's definitely you.
I'm older. I've been through more.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I have a lot of stuff on my plate.
Right.
I am allowed to get irritated and annoyed quicker than you. Okay? You ain't rock no boat as yet, girl. When you rock the boat, come back and check me. We will revisit the conversation,
I'm
okay?
just a very chill person, as you guys can see. That's literally all it is.
Who takes longer to get ready? Malika.
She says this, but
You're
I
awful.
don't agree.
You're awful.
This
You
is all
suck.
because we
You suck.
shared.
I was actually on a video. I was on a video doing an unboxing, and you were in the shower getting ready, and the music was playing, and I was saying it
That's
to them.
how
was
I
like,
know how long I'm in the shower.
Right,
I
guys.
time my shower
But
by the
you
songs.
stayed for the entire unboxing.
That just means you didn't move quick. How many items are you
She
unboxing?
take
Exactly. No, I don't.
Bro,
don't.
Bessie was gonna bring us somewhere and he was waiting and him come and him say, it's okay, I'll cancel. Too long.
No.
Me don't know what she did in the bathroom.
No,
Way
no.
too long. A
Guys.
proper 30 minutes or more.
That's
Malika
okay, hold on.
requires.
The showering itself is about 3 or 4 songs, right? And then you bathe. First you bathe with the
3 or 4 songs is
Yes.
4, that's 15
That's probably
minutes.
12 minutes.
Okay.
That's probably 12 minutes. You bathe with the antibacterial soap. I'm not waste no water tonight, you know. So when I soap up, I lock off the water. Soap up, then I wash off, lock off the water, and I soap up with something else that's moisturizing. No. If me I try to light them on the arms, I probably have something else that's on there and I have to stand up and wait. It's a process. It's a process. But it don't take as long as
So
you
that's what you're in there doing, lightning your under. That's why it's like 35 minutes.
Oh my gosh, it takes 12 minutes max. And if I'm rushing, I can shower in about 5 minutes.
Don't lie to the
I'm
people.
not lying.
Okay, so if you shower in the 5 to 10 minutes, you still not come out of the bathroom.
Okay,
till
because
30
then when I
minutes.
come out, it's a process. When I come out, then I'm trying to figure out if they say you're supposed to apply the lotion first or the body oil to make the something stick. And sometimes I forget. So it's a lot of pressure in there, okay?
So she just answered the question. It takes longer to get ready.
No, and then I apply the lotion and the body oil, and then I do my skincare. Now, I had really bad acne, so my skincare I have to do properly, and I don't want to apply everything one after the other. I have to sit down, go first, I'm going to feel like it. 20 minutes max. Cool.
Malika, are you comfortable talking to your sister about boys? I don't care if she's comfortable. I'm going to talk about you regardless. So if she's not comfortable, you better talk.
Yeah, she's a presser.
Okay. And I need my answers because I need to know what's up. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't really have anything to hide.
She doesn't volunteer the information
I
though, so
don't.
I have to ask. And again, I am going to ask straight. Please let me know. Thank you.
What?
What's next now that she graduated?
What's next? I'm going to be doing research for a year. So I'm going to work as an entry-level research scientist. And then I'm trying to be more open to stuff.
Okay.
She's saying that like, if dentistry is what I want to do, then I should just continue and not quit or whatever. But if I do this job and they're sponsoring my citizenship and I see where I can grow, and like it's going well, do I actually just like stop and go back to dentistry or do I just continue? But that's where we're at right now. I do it for a year and then I go to dental school.
I think you go with what you feel, and then remember, you don't have to be one thing. So if you want to give that a try,
But that's my thing, is like if I stop going to school for like more than a year, the chances are I'm not gonna go back.
please don't say that. Please don't say
No,
that.
like
Okay, so we're gonna do the research for the year, and then we're gonna go back, then complete the studies, and then
see.
if we want to try other things, thanks, right?
I mean, I still have a degree though.
He said it's an ugly degree.
That's true.
Yeah, he said it can't. Yeah, he said it's worthless. Yeah,
So I probably should have done engineering, guys.
so we're just gonna, do the research for the year, get that, see how that feels.
This is why she's saying everything happens by chance, because that wasn't the plan. But that's where we're at.
But you're gonna get a little time in the research, see how it feels.
I mean, I've done research. It's just know it's gonna be like a big girl job, like an actual big.
Like you don't have like a
There's no
safety net.
Yeah.
This is the job.
This is the 9
So
to
we're gonna do that
5,
for the
and
year.
It's for the year. Like that's a long time.
Yeah, but then you can actually decide, like, oh my god, no, I have to go back to dentistry, or I kind of like research. Let me go back to dentistry, but then continue the research.
But we shall see.
We'll revisit this. What made you decide to go to Howard University?
I feel like lots of people have like really inspirational stories, but honestly, I was at my mother's office and there was this guy who also wanted to be a dentist, and he was just like, you should come to Howard. And I was like, okay, that's it. Like mommy already had it in her head that she wanted me to go to school in America by this point, and then he was just like, oh yeah, you should go to Howard. And I was like, okay. And I applied and I got in. That's it. Like
It's just been very easy for her.
it's a very straightforward line.
Her like, yeah, it's not a me. She don't have this. I mean, probably now is the first she gonna have a dip. You think?
Yeah.
A valley? Yeah, I'm the valley girl. She's a mountain girl. She stays up high. Child, I go down into the. You know what? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Who's more likely to go to war for the next one? Me.
See, she's just more.
Yeah. Who's me?
You see, and she said she have one of things on her chest.
I do. So that would be the perfect opportunity to get it off. Let me offload it on you then. Cause me, I go warrior for my sister. I don't care.
Cool beans.
If you had to describe your sister using one word, what would it be?
It would either be hardworking,
Ooh, cute.
Oh no, I know the word.
Not that I want to be hard, but I don't want to be described as
I know the
hard.
word. I know the word. You see, that's why you have to think before you talk. It's multifaceted. I think that's the word. I think that's the word.
Nice.
Because you don't excel in only one area, you excel in multiple areas. So you'd be multifaceted, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Oh my, nice.
Get it together, please.
Oh, that's so nice.
Thanks. Are you crying?
Not, shut up. Shut up. If I had to describe my sister in one word, what word would it be?
Nonchalant.
No, it's not nonchalant. It's hard to describe you in one word.
Yes, I've been told I have a very intricate personality.
It's not even just a personality. It's, I think you're special. But no, that's why I said it's not. No, in terms of no, as in like.
That's so funny.
It's not, you're not a word, you're a feeling.
What the hell?
It's hard to describe. It's a feeling. Even when you talk, for me, it's like very lit up. Like you light it up. Like I feel like, yes, I can go conquer everything Omega. But it's what you do for me. That's it. So maybe you don't do that for other people, but for me, you illuminate me. Like you make me feel like I got accomplish. I have to accomplish everything because, yeah, my sister. I don't know what that word is. I don't know. It's a feeling. You give me a feeling. You don't give me a word. You give me a feeling.
Wow.
Yeah, you give me. You make me feel like I got achieved everything, but not you, just your like knowing that you're there. I'm just like, yes, mega get it, come mega care come here. I don't know how to explain it, guys. It's like, oh my god, yeah, you really, you're fabulous. Like we weren't friends, like we weren't close, but you're really coming to your own off your own. Like you never needed me to mold you. You just figure it out, and you're just your own person, and you are good at being your own person.
I'm trying my best.
You're not easily swayed by anybody. You're not easily convinced by anything. Cause once I tell you say I just that, and you just have to work with it. I love that. You're going, you're under that. For sure, you tear up that. Yeah, if you know you do that by your own, you're fabulous, fabulous, fabulous girl. You're fabulous. Fab, cute. Yeah, man, beautiful. A favorite memory or time spent together?
Oh, DC was fun.
DC was fun.
DC was last year, May.
DC was fun, yeah. I love that. Also, one of my favorites is the Negrin trip we took.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, I loved that.
That was
one.
cutesy.
I love that one. I loved graduation is still like for me.
I don't know what you're feeling.
Every time I think about you and the graduation, I just get so teary-eyed. Like even rewatching the stuff, that's my favorite memory. Maybe it's not yours, but that's like one of my favorite. But I love all time spent with my sister. Like when she leaves, I cry. I really like her.
That's because she's emotional.
That's okay. I wasn't always, and I don't mind. She's nice. I really like her, guys. She's nice.
I really like her. For the record.
Yeah, they gave me a good one. I like this one.
I feel like it could be so much worse. You like?
Yeah. So they gave me a good one. This one is good. I like this one. I won't return this one. This one's nice. I like this one. She's not bad.
Don't think that's funny.
And I feel like that's why we probably need to press gas some more. But I don't feel like we can ever make up for wasted time. So all the time that we didn't, it doesn't even feel like the time. Personally, don't feel like the time like we missed anything. I just feel like I'm here and I know everything.
Well,
do you feel like you missed anything? The back?
I probably missed a lot. Yeah, because I feel like at that point in time, I was just like, I know as much as everybody else knows. Like, I didn't really.
They know just about all of it.
Oh,
girl, if I tell you some, there's probably like 2 things you don't know. That's probably like 2. But I don't think you need to know that. That would paint me in a good light.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Alright.
You could work with what you know already and then moving forward.
Sure.
Cute.
Just pick up from there.
Yeah, let's just keep it moving. All that backstory shit, nah, we don't need that. Okay. So I think this one is geared to you, and we will do this one and then end the video.
Okay.
Give some motivational tips for a recent fellow graduate.
Wow. She's a motivational speaker.
Well.
You came to the wrong woman. Girl or guy, almost for motivate you want me to try to motivate myself. Well, I guess bouncing off of that, this is you, this is me, we're in this together. If that makes you feel any better, there's comfort in company. So if you think that you're having a unique experience or you're alone, you're not. I'm going through it with you. I'm not above you or below you, I'm right there with you. So just do your best. Your best is always good enough. You're exactly who you think you are. You're doing great things. Just keep trying, The sun will rise and we will try again. That's my thing.
What I mean?
So,
like, is that just naturally you?
Yeah.
Like, do you just figure that on your own?
but yeah, You're doing great, I promise.
I mean, there ain't nothing more to say. She's just that's exactly what I would probably say. She's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think that wraps it up for this video.
Our next wasn't boring. I'm so sorry.
Please. Thank you to everybody who participated. Worst case, we'll watch it over for ourselves when we're older and we'll laugh at the things that we said. I don't even care if nobody, you know, I just want to know that we have it to watch. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. For everybody who sent a question and it was answered, big up to you. A lot of the questions were very repetitive and some of them I feel like we answered them without even having to ask them. So I hope you guys feel fulfilled from watching this video. But you could definitely comment below, let me know your thoughts on the video. And if you have any additional questions, if she wants to sit down with us again, you can leave them in the comment section below for her to answer. But definitely go ahead and like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Follow her again on all socials at Malaika, MALIKAAXO on all socials, and follow me on all socials at Tanaania on TikTok at Tanaania again. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.